Yeah, it's like that, how that verse ends. It's like when Christ, who is your life, appears, then you'll appear with him in glory. We've got to look forward to that day. It's like, wow, Christ is going to appear at any time, and I'm going to be in glory with him. And that should be our joy. That should be our hope. Beyond, the marriage relationship, I think sometimes we put too much hope into this other person rather than that hope in Christ. Mm-hmm. And I gave the illustration last service. It's like if I had a scuba tank up here and we were underwater, which we're not. But let's just imagine. And it's like there's this one tank and we're fighting for the oxygen. Like, I feel like that's what so many marriages look like. We're trying to grab this life from the other person and you're fighting from it. And yet what God's desire is that I get so much life directly from him. I've got my own tank, okay? God fills me up. He gives me life. I found a fulfillment in Jesus Christ. And so I don't need someone to give me life. I don't need air from Lisa. Like, I'm dying over here, save me, rescue me. And she's not over there going, come on, my needs aren't being met. She's got her life from God. And this hope of when Christ appears, man, I am set. This is so good. And so now, rather than both of us trying to fight for air from one another, it's like we both got more than enough. I've got my little tank, plenty of air for my relationship with God, my fulfillment. She's got her tank and her relationship with God, plenty of fulfillment there. And now we just cruise through life together, not fighting over anything. In fact, we got air to give to other people. And so now we just swim around and look at fish. It's just, and I just think too often when we go, I need her to give me, that's what so many issues is you haven't found contentment in your own relationship with God. And so now you're hoping that your wife or your husband will make you content or make you happy, when in reality, only Christ can do that. And you're going to kill each other if you're trying to get air from one another and survive from one another. And it's one of the things I was told when I was getting married. They said, those who are most ready for marriage are those who need it the least. There's a contentment that they could find in Christ. And that doesn't mean that there's not a desire to get married or whatever else, because that was certainly in me. But it's just this idea of, but I found life in Christ. I don't need someone to give me life. Mm-hmm.